Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Thoroughbred Underdog, and this is my first video for this channel, the Thoroughbred Underdog YouTube channel, wrestling channel. And well, I was always told what better time to do it than now, and that's what I'm doing here. I am pressing start like Triple H's Titantron used to say back in the day, during the My Time era of his career. And I figured today would be the day I press start. My first video here is basically going to be, what they call it in high school. It pretty much goes over everything you're going to be doing. Not synopsis, but a syllabus of what we're going to be uploading here on this channel. I'm just excited, man. I'm excited for the prospects of some of the videos and subject matters I'm going to cover here. One of which is going to be the flagship series of what I upload here to this channel. But we're going to be doing, I would like to do Raw reviews. I would like to do SmackDown reviews. I would like to do top 10 lists. One of which is going to, for example, wrestlers who inspire me, wrestlers who, why they're my favorite and what makes them my favorite. Some things I'll say that you don't hear a lot of YouTubers say about these particular wrestlers that make them their favorites. Probably go back, this is my first foray into YouTube. I've done videos before, back in the day, back when the wrestling games were out, and they were I want to say it was the WWE series, not the WWE 2K series, but prior to the 2K series, I would do things I like to see in the next installment of the games, little ideas and things like that. I would like to bring that back. I've been having a lot of ideas come into my head. One, for example, is I would like to see in the next game. And I don't know if modders can do it. Since I've last uploaded videos on that series, I've gone to the WWE 2K series on my PC and, you know, dabbled in the modding and just become a fan of a lot of the people that do works like that, like Joe Mashups and others on the Pro Wrestling Mods website. And a lot of the things I wanted in the games or suggested or would have liked to have seen in the next installment of games have been accomplished through modding. And it's just now a matter of, hey, can 2K officially make this a part of the game so people aren't just having to resort to buying gaming laptops and things like that to customly add these things to it, do it through means of basically the black market for the game, bootleg, do it, you know. So just a lot in store for this channel. The name's there, and the name is something I came up with just thinking about how I deem myself to be an underdog in life. I'm somebody that came from nothing, humble beginnings, didn't have much, and then you know, had to fight for everything I have, worked 2 jobs, nothing was given to me, no bricks thrown my way to build with. Everything I had was earned. Of course, here and there, somebody helped me out, gave me a piece of advice, some words of wisdom, admonished me not to do certain things. And, but still yet an underdog in life. Never was the most handsome guy, never been the guy to get all the girls. Always the guy who fought from under that you rooted for. And that's the reason why this wrestling channel here, I relate mostly to underdog wrestlers. I root for the underdog wrestlers, the guys that the WWE brass may not be the most behind, but then the fans see the potential in them. The fans see the merit in them. And that's how they got over. A guy like Sami Zayn, a guy like Daniel Bryan. These are guys who didn't have the typical mold and physique and makeup as a wrestler that the company themselves push for, but yet they made it. They made it through the hard work, the grind, They pushed through the barriers. They went against all odds and became stars and made money and drew money and got over with the fans. And those were always the wrestlers that appealed to me the most. The guys that weren't the Hulk Hogan physiques, weren't the best mics, had the best mic skills, weren't the prototypical wrestlers like, I remember JBL used to always say on commentary, if I could mold a wrestler from the ground up, it would look like Randy Orton. Well, that wasn't just JBL's mindset. That was the WWE brass's mindset. That is the casual fan's mindset of what a wrestler is depicted to look like. But yet you have a guy like a Kevin Owens win the Universal Championship, the NXT Championship. You have a guy like Sami Zayn even be a contender for a championship. And I think he's still going to be a WWE champion someday. You have a guy like The Miz, who came from a non-athletic background, came from the real world, was a nerd, was kicked out of locker rooms, and became a multi-time Intercontinental Champion, multi-time Tag Team Champion, and two-time WWE Champion. And one of the best stories of this is a guy who came from this background and became something. He doesn't have the physique of a Tino Sabatelli or a Rob Terry or even the wrestling skills of a Daniel Bryan, but yet he made it. Those are some of the inspirations for the name Underdog. But then I thought about types of dog breeds. You know, you got the Great Danes, you got the Rottweilers, you got the Pit Bulls, you got the little cute little poodles. But then you have the types of classes of a dog, and Thoroughbred is the best type of dog, the best breeds. This dog is a Thoroughbred. It's the finest form of a dog. So I'm the finest form of an underdog, a Thoroughbred underdog, and that's where the name came from. And that's why I elected that name for my wrestling YouTube channel, and it would be my name if I was in the business. If I had what it takes, and it's not too late for me. I'm not gonna disqualify myself, but if I was in the business, that was what my appellation would be: George the Thoroughbred Underdog. That's my real name, George. But George the Thoroughbred Underdog, or the Thoroughbred Underdog George such and such. I ain't gonna say my last name, but that's the name here. So we got the name, the content has to get pushed out. So I've been just going over the content and some of the titles of the videos. This first series I'm going to do, so far the working title for it, the tentative title for it is In Wrestling Life. Kind of like you have IRL, in real life, but this is IWL, in wrestling life. And then what it basically is me taking wrestling terminologies and things like that and giving you my real life, but in the form of this wrestling terminology and how I can relate this certain situation. So telling real life stories that that transpired in my life, but in a wrestling theme, with a wrestling title, with how it relates to my life, but in the form and speak in terms of wrestling. And you guys are going to love it. I have so many episodes already planned out. I just don't know what the first one's going to be yet. But that first one's going to come, I want to say this coming Thursday. Not this Thursday as of recording, but next Thursday. We're going to give you the first In Wrestling Life video. So we're just going to throw it to the wall, see what sticks. I'm not expecting a lot of money from this. This is more so going to start as a passion project and a labor of love for the field, for all of our favorite pastime, wrestling, professional wrestling. And we're going to start off with my original concept here. So we're going to do that, and maybe later down the line, maybe do some AEW reviews. Hey, we got Fight Forever coming out finally. Couple of weeks, I want to say June 28th, I think the release date is. I can't wait for that. I would like to do a review on that. I got some things. I'm still playing WWE 2K23. Actually, today I'm going to play Universe Mode. Not Universe Mode, but the Showcase Mode. Cena's Showcase Mode. And, once I've done everything I want to do with the game, maybe do a review on that. I don't know yet. But I do know the first video for this channel outside of this introductory video will be coming next Thursday. First episode of In Wrestling Life. Hopefully we could do them every Thursday because that's the day I'm off from my job. But press start. That's essentially, in a roundabout way, today's episode, or today, is kind of in a roundabout way the first episode of In Wrestling Life, because press start. But outside of Triple H's old Titantron, back when he had the My Time thing and saying press start there, it's not really wrestling related. Press start mostly from video games. So I don't consider this to be the first episode of In Wrestling Life. This is just my introduction. This is just my first video to let you guys know there will be a presence here beyond this channel. There will be a presence behind this channel. And it just, a lot of procrastination. But finally, in the words of The Rock, finally, I decided to finally do something with this channel, and we're gonna be doing things. We're gonna have fun. Thanks for watching this introductory video. It took a lot for me to put away my insecurities of my visage and how I come across on YouTube to do this video. So I'm glad I put it behind me. I'm glad I said forget it and just decided to do it. And just stay tuned. We're gonna have some fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. I am the Thoroughbred Underdog, and take care of yourselves.